Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris. Today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing on Prion Terraces against a Terran player named Kim Jong-2. I assume Kim Jong-il or Kim Jong-un. I say good luck, he says ditto. So this is going to be just a regular gameplay. I am planning on doing a scouting sort of guide on the Terran, but I've been having a hard time trying to find good games to showcase it. It's very difficult, at least in my experience, to scout Terrans. But I'll give as much insight as I can when I do scout and all that good stuff. It's going to be a very basic opening. We're going to go Pylon, Gateway, Nexus. It's a very strong opener, and I really don't typically deviate from it except against Zerg. Usually don't deviate from going second base very quick. Nexus, usually don't deviate from that unless I see 5, 6, 7 Zerg already out on the map by the time I get there. So Assimilator's going down at 18. I do see he's got a weird barracks placement. No second base, which is odd in this map in particular. I do see another odd supply depot placement, but I'm just gonna run around for another wee bit, see what I can see. And I do see that he's got both Vespine geysers going, which means tech, and he is dropping some sort of building over there. I'm gonna go check that in a minute. My gateway's down, and checking it's a second barracks, which okay, fair enough. And he's chasing me now. I do see that he's got another building up there. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but he's got at least 2 barracks, and with two Vespine, whatever they're called for the Terrans, the Vespine geyser buildings. He's got 2 of them, so that automatically means tech, which usually means factory, which usually either means quick widow mines, which is usually what it means. So that's what you can expect is quick widow mines, especially if he is foregoing a second base. I also put my probe there because I thought maybe he was doing some sort of proxy thing. But second base is up. I'm going to change that. There we go. Mothership core's coming out. I'll have the build order down below for timings and that, since I'm not giving you the proper timings right now. Defensive pylons are going up. Warp gate's coming out. Cybercore went down at 20, in case you were wondering. You can see on his production tab that he is indeed going very fast. It looks like a 1-1-1 build. If I was over there looking, I would have seen that he did in fact make a factory. And then he made a starport as well, but I wouldn't have been able to see that. I am sending a wee thing up there, another probe to see what I can see. Very quickly on my bases here, if you've got a gold base as your second, like your Prion Terraces, just grab everything and just put them over to there. You'll get a substantially faster pickup, and then keep rallying your probes to your second base. Now this, I believe, is a 1-1-1. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I just happen to see the Widow Mine as it comes in, so I just photon overcharge, and I get 2 shots off and killed. Lucky me. Robotic facilities going down at about 32, 34 supply. I'm also just finishing up warp gate. I'm going to change those 2 warp gates, and I'm going to begin warping in, dropping a 3rd gateway, and trying to figure out what's going on. I don't think he has a second base, but again, I'm not sure. I did not see him building one while I was up there. But I do have this one fully saturated, and now I'm just working on getting my original base fully saturated. Stalkers are coming in, another gateway going down, continuing to make probe, and more than likely trying to defend. And he does a very good little idea here where he does a double-pronged attack. He gets my attention here. And now I'm not seeing. I do see on my mini-map that I am getting attacked, but I can't go over there and focus on it. Another thing is he dropped another Widow Mine. So while I'm screwing around over here, he's already dropped his Widow Mine, and I didn't even see it. and so that's still there. So now he can just run around and kill stuff and take all the time in the world that he wants. And this is all in all just not a very good game for me, mainly because I'm just not playing very well today. Well, this is the first match of the day. I just wasn't playing very well. Very rough. But I see that I should have a lot more probes in this, so I'll bring over my observer. I do see that he's got a widow mine, and once you see the first one, you've always got to worry about the widow mine. Warping 3 Adept's going to take that out, and kind of know his plan here. He went for very fast tech in the widow mine. Went for very fast tech as far as the medivac is concerned. So he did spend a lot of his gas very quickly, but he more than likely did not have a second base very quickly. I think, yeah, he just now at 6 minutes starting his second base. Let me check. Yeah, or maybe he's starting his third. I'm not sure. My robotics bay is going down because I'm planning on going some sort of hybrid army, but with mainly Colossus. I do drop a forge a wee bit late at about 6 minutes, about 5.5, 6 minutes. I dropped at the same time I dropped my robotics bay. But as soon as my robotics bay is done, dropping a couple of forges, a couple of photon cannons, just for basic defense against the widow mine. Twilight Council's just about done, and again I'll have the build order down below so that you actually know what's going on. I apologize, but there's a lot going on that I have to talk about. So I'm beginning Thermal Lance, and I will be beginning a Templar Archives here soon because I'm getting way too much Vespene gas, and I need to spend it. So I am sending the Observer up to his second base, his natural. +1 is just beginning as well. Again, that should have been done a lot faster. Templar Archives going down now, and I will be beginning some Colossus build and Blink going down right now. The Colossus will be coming out as soon as I've got the money, and this Observer is just kind of sitting here. This is the best way that I can figure out how to scout the Terrans, because they usually don't have their Ravens out, and they usually don't have missile turrets just strewn about. So it's pretty easy usually to see what's going on in their base, because they definitely don't want to waste a scan in their own base for one observer. Could be worth it, but usually not. So Blink is getting chronoed out. I do see that he was moving out just then. Archon's coming in. Colossus coming in. Third base going to go down here in a second, but then I'm thinking, oh wait, do I need to do that now since he's about to attack? So I just kind of waste a wee bit of time checking again, make sure that he is in fact moving in. So I decide not to do my third base. He is attacking with the medivacs again, and tell me what you think about the proposed patch ideas as far as the siege tanks, being able to pick up the siege tanks. I'm engaging right now. I lose both pylons and lose a bunch of stuff. He is again attacking in a two-pronged attack, which is a great thing. He engages really well, and I just don't play very well today in this game in particular. So I'm trying to take out the siege tank and then take out the marines and medivacs, but then I'll have to move over and take out this. I've got a Colossus just standing there doing some damage, doing some work. Unfortunately, he gets taken out by the siege tank, and we get my mothership core back again. Got a bunch of money, going to make another Archon, get these Stalkers down there, and defend myself. Now I can engage. I can got a little bit of an army. I'm gonna move my my observers back out, dropping 3 more gateways, dropping a bunch more pylons so that I can keep using my cybernetics core should I need to move to sky. Again, moving my observers out, I definitely want to see what's going on the map. I've got almost no vision, and I've got just about mined out of both my bases, so I need to do that as well. I was just about done with Blink. It's basically done. and as soon as I get that pylon up, it's going to be done. Third base is going down in about 10 minutes. And all in all, you know, not a great game, but semi-solid. I mean, I'm still alive, technically. So, +2 attack is going down. Blink is done, and that's going to help a lot to be able to get on top of these armies and whatnot. Robotics Bay, I decided not to do anything else. I could have done Observer Speed, probably should have. I am going to do, I believe, another robotics facility, and Mothership Core coming out so she can defend a little bit better, just, you know, because she can't really do much while she's standing over there. But like I said, tell me what you think about the, you know, the proposed ideas for the new patch with the corrosive bile and the siege tank and all that crap. Let me know what you think about it. I don't think that those things really need to be changed that much, because I mean, I don't know. You could debate either way, I guess. But robotics facility going down, 2 more gateways going down, a bunch of defensive pylons at my third, getting those assimilators up, and you know, getting ready to transfer workers, getting ready to, you know, really beef up my army and get ready to go. I'm about to sneeze, so hold on a second. Excuse me.
Mineral field depleted.
Now he is countering my. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Excuse me again. You can see that he is countering my Colossus with Vikings, which is okay because I've got plenty of Stalkers to deal with that. Chargers coming out, I definitely want to be able to have that as an option as well. I see that he's attacking me right there with just a few things, and then I notice on the mini-map that I am in fact getting attacked drop, which sucks. So I have to pull my army back, and you can see the supply count is vastly in his favor. You can actually see that he's got not quite double, but he's got 13, 14 more workers than I do. Oops. Which should not be, because I've got 3 bases. I should have 3 fully saturated bases at all times once the 3 are up, which killing those fully loaded medivacs really helped there. Getting some more Archons out. Definitely want the Archon Colossus sort of grouping. Really good. The Archons are good for splash damage, and they're good to take all the damage, while the Stalkers are just pounding away. While at the same time having those Colossus behind the Colossi, behind there, you know, maybe 2 or 3, 2 to 4, maybe even 5 or 6, doesn't really matter. But you want them back in the back row, being able to just slice through everything, while the Archons are taking all that marauder damage and doing all that, all that splash damage. Because I do believe that the Marauders are still classified as hold on, let me check right now. I do believe they're still classified as biological. They are. And the Archons, if you'll look at their attack, they do 43 damage against biological. I'm going to change it back. So you definitely want those Archons up in the front while the Stalkers are just pounding away, and then at the same time while the Colossus is just mowing everything down. It's a really good unit composition. You got the Stalker, you got the Archon, you got the Colossus. Only other thing you could add would be, say, High Templar for the area of effect damage. Just so that you can take out, say, the Vikings, the counter. You just add, you know, 2 or 3 High Templar, and that becomes a non-issue with the amount of storm that you can drop on a big Viking. No big deal. So I do see that he didn't have a 3rd base, so I thought, okay, well, he's not able to support this surely on 2 bases. I do see that I'm getting attacked, and with that amount of Marauders, I can't really do anything with just my Mothership Core, so I don't even bother going over there. But I do decide to counterattack instead of coming home to try and defend. I want to try and take out his base and see if I can defend with just this, and if I start losing really badly, then I will come back home. I'm debating that right now, and I say, you know what, screw it.
Our pylon is under attack.
But my Mothership Core, she's gonna come over here. I was gonna warp in a whole bunch, but I wasn't able to simply because, obviously I'm supply blocked at this point. But he's loading everything up and he's coming back home. But if I can get into his main base, took out that Widow Mine real quick, and you can see that he's moving around, able to keep him from, excuse me, and I really should have just blinked right on top of these guys, and I didn't. It was a wasted opportunity. I would have won the game, no doubt in my mind. I would have won the game right there, but I didn't. So he's taken out my third. I've taken out his second base, sort of stopped him from mining that gold, which looked like he hadn't mined very much of it. But now I'm getting kind of stuck here. You can see he's got a bunch of units up there on top of his ramp, and he was kind of attacking me there. I think it was just the guys that couldn't fit into his medivac. But he's just giving me free units, which is fine with me. He's not got a whole lot of money, but he does have enough to be able to, keep supplementing. But you can see that he is still getting things, still getting money. So he does have a base somewhere. This doesn't really register until I see a couple of his SCVs running down past the ramp. You can see it right there. Somebody runs by. I see that on my minimap and I'm like, what in the world is that? Somebody just got out. I hope it's not a ghost or something like that. And I say, oh, what are these guys doing? They're running somewhere. So then I think to myself, okay, he's got another base somewhere, or he's building one or doing something. So I go check his gold, I check his fourth base, I check that third base, and I'm just going to run around and check every base. And my army is sitting here. It's just to hold his army where it's at. I don't want him to be able to leave. Now I'm just dropping a couple more pylons because I don't want to be supply blocked anymore. And then I'm going to warp in a whole nother round of units. I've kind of got him sort of blocked, but I don't really feel comfortable engaging that army either. With the amount that I've got, I just feel like his marauders are going to take me out because I don't have enough Archons to be able to hold it securely. But I do see on the mini-map that he does have another base. And that's not good because, he's still making money. And now his supply is actually above mine. Again, I was going to take my whole army, but then I thought, you know what, I'll just send a couple of these guys. I didn't see any units there. And I don't want to, lose this ground that I've got. But he did come down. He took out my Colossus. But I feel like that was a pretty good engagement. I've got a couple of Archons just standing there. The range is really what's killing me with these Marauders and the Marines just being able to take out those Archons so quickly. But again, I've still got them cornered. I've still got those Archons in the front. And just going to warp in a couple of more High Templar and Zealots now that I've got charge. I'm just going to bring them home, kind of get out of there. I feel like I'm not in a very strong position, even though as you can see I actually am. Hindsight and all that good stuff. But those 5-6 Stalkers are taking out that base. Essentially taking out just about all of his SCVs. Which is, again, a great thing. And now he's having to spend money and supply on those. So I'm in a pretty good position here. Got a good sized army. I'm feeling more and more confident every Archon I take. Again, probably could have gone High Templar as well. That would have really helped with the area of effect. The ability to get my opponent's army count down very quickly. But I didn't do it, and this is my position where it's just fine as well. But this is the final engagement. A lot of Marauders. And I just blink up, all he's got is Marauders, my Stalkers, and my Archons should be able to mow right through it. Vikings are nothing, because I don't have anything for him to shoot at. And, we slowly but surely just start taking everything out. Once the Archons can get in there, it's not even close. So I just blink up there, and just completely, absolutely wipe them out. And, got a couple of good shots as far as taking out the Medivacs, full of units, which, ultimately caused him to have to GG out. So, that was a game. Pretty sloppy on my part. Rambled a wee bit in this matchup, but all in all, a good game. Definitely shows the strength of this matchup. as far as the Colossus Archon Stalker, or say Charge Lot, maybe even throw in a couple of High Templar. Definitely feel like the High Templar would have really rounded out this unit composition a lot better. It would have definitely gone my way a lot faster, I think, with that. Keeping constant sight on the map is another thing that I need to work on, but that changes from game to game, unfortunately. But all in all, good game, good matchup. Enjoyed the game. I like the ones that go a wee bit longer, just because they cause you to think a little bit more. I'll have the build order down below. If you like it, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta.